Hello and welcome to the new series of tutorials on the PDF file format. So before explaining how to edit, create or whatever PDF files, I'm going to present the advantages and disadvantages of this file format. So let's start the thingy. So first of all, PDF software is free. Normally when you buy a computer, you're gonna have Adobe Reader pre-installed, and there are a ton of software for viewing PDF files, so there is no problem with that. When you have a document that you want to scan, normally you'll save it in an image file, so JPEG, BMP, or whatever. If you convert that into PDF, it's much more size efficient. PDF files are cross-platform, so you can send them to anyone. First of all, you can create and view and whatever on any platform, and then you can send it to anyone without asking yourself, do they have the appropriate software? And then PDFs meet legal document requirements, so you cannot alter a PDF without leaving an electronic footprint, which is not the case with image files. And PDFs offer document security. You can add watermarks and passwords, and you can encrypt data. PDFs are everywhere, so if you learn how to use them properly, how to create them properly, it's a good investment, and they're going to be around for a while. There are two types of PDFs. There are scanned PDFs, and then there are PDFs whose source is electronic. So imagine a document, a text document that you're going to convert into PDF. I'm going to talk about the second type of PDFs. These files are self-contained, so there is a description within of the text, of the images, of the fonts. So these PDFs are ideal for documents with specialized fonts. So if you've got music notation and different languages and math symbols and chemistry or whatever, you can be sure that the other person is going to have the same result on their computer, because with PDFs you can embed fonts. PDFs, the same type of PDFs, are searchable, so you can search for text. You can embed comments and annotations. So you can, what I do with my students when I get a paper and I have to grade it, yeah. I sound it. It sounds bad when I say I have to. So I can embed comments to say, okay, this is not good, this is good, or whatever. And we're gonna talk about that later. And you've got a positive environmental impact. So I'm gonna give you an example. So you can create forms and everything, so they can be combined. Um, I work at different universities, and at the end of each semester, I have to do these forms. I have to fill them in with my name, last name, and then the date of each session, the number of students. Then I have to do this for every single group I have. So for this faculty, I have to do it 7 times per semester, and that takes a lot of time. And so normally what you will do is they are going to give you the printed document. You have to fill it in by hand and then do it 7 times and then give it back. So what we can do, the first year I worked at a university, I didn't say anything. The second year I said, no way, I want an electronic version of your form. So they send me this, I just fill it in like that, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. I fill it here, so I type instead of writing by hand. I add my signature. We're gonna see about this later, of course, and then I just send it by email, and it takes just a few minutes instead of wasting time writing down by hand and then sending it by postal service or whatever, or going there in person. So it saves a lot of time. At the same time, you don't have to print anything. I don't have to print my students' papers. I just, in order to write comments, I just get the PDFs and then I embed the comments. And you can create forms. Imagine um, if that takes me a lot of time doing this, imagine for the secretary that has to type everything back into a computer. So you can create forms, and then the data goes directly from this document to their computer. You can import the data, and this saves us a lot of time. This saves me and the administration a lot of time. So there you go. There are some disadvantages, but most of them are just perceived disadvantages. Um, so people think that it's very difficult to edit a PDF. Most people think that it is impossible to edit a PDF, but it's actually a few years ago that was the case, or you had to buy Adobe Acrobat, which costs a lot. Now you've got quite a few tools for free, and that can help you edit. It's true that it's not as easy as editing a doc file, but still you can edit. Displaying a title in Google is more difficult to set up, so it's not as easy because you have to know what metadata is all about. But we're going to talk about later. It's very, very simple. You just have to know where to search, where to look for. Large PDFs are slower to download than HTML, so if you got a file, just a document, in one page document, it's having it in HTML form or format is much more efficient than having a PDF, but it always depends on what you want to do. When you're roaming around on internet and you want to open a PDF within your browser, you need a plugin. Um, so it could be complicated, but normally when you install a PDF software like Adobe Acrobat or pdfx-change, the whole series is going to be on this second software. They ask you whether you want a plugin for your browser. So you just install the thing directly, and you don't have to think about it later. So PDF documents are usually formatted to print vertically, while monitors are generally horizontal. This mismatch causes users to scroll more often. Of course, you can decide for the PDF pages, for the PDF page format to be horizontal, so it's up to you. But it's true that most documents are are to be printed vertically. So yeah, you got to think about that as well. These are the resources concerning the advantages and disadvantages. You're gonna find the links in the description of this video.